friends, friendly people, friendly pals. I have a question, and it's an important question. It's a very important question. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Because I'll tell you why I'm asking. I'll tell you why I'm asking. Because I can't hear anything. I can't hear anything at all. You know? Ever been there? Ever been there? Ever been to a place that you can't hear a thing? Not even my own microphone. So, can you hear the music? And I'll tell you why this is an issue. Can you hear the music? One's in chat if you can hear the music. I'll tell you why this is an issue. I'm gonna tell you why this is an issue. Because if I can't hear anything, I can't hear the game. And then we'll just be staring into each other's eyes for the next couple hours that I was hoping to stream. So, choose where to play sound. Perfect. 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 Not perfect. Not perfect. 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 Please stand by and talk amongst yourselves. Please stand by and talk amongst yourselves. Anybody know any good jokes? Damn it. Damn it, I can't hear a darn tootin' thing. Choose a device. Choose a device. Aha! 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 You sucker! What do you think? What do you think? How about now? Damn it! That didn't do it. Okay. Nobody panic. Aha! This is what I was hoping for. So, let me teach you a little something something. Set as default communication device. Wait for it. Set as default device. Okay. Now what do you hear? Fuck. Fuck. Oh, I have an idea. Because I literally, like, y'all don't understand. I literally just watched a movie. And these worked fine. So let me just try resetting the Bluetooth. The person who can guess what movie I watched gets a gifted sub this month. If you can guess the movie before my headphones turn back on, you get a gifted sub. Guess. Hello. Testing, testing. Damn it! But to be fair... Oh, these are all good guesses. No, no hints. Absolutely no hints. Dude, where's my car? In my dreams. I don't even know if I ever saw a Dude, Where's My Car? But I'm very familiar with Dude. What does mine say? Sweet! What does mine say? Dude! What does mine say? That moment? That was an important moment for all of us? Yeah, it was a horror movie. Can anybody guess? It's just not working. I don't know why. Alright, well... I'm gonna try one more time. I watched Zombieland. It's already up on the channel. You gotta check it out. Sophie, hey, what's up? The Substance is already out on the channel. If you wanna see it, you should see it. But it's already out. What's up, X Bree? Oh my god, it's Bree! I recognize your profile photo! Welcome in! Yay, I'm so happy to see you! I recognize your profile photo. I hear it. Yes! Yes! See, that's what happens when y'all hit the follow button. Everything starts working again. Anyone else want to try it? Anyone else want to try hitting the follow button? Bree's here! Yes! Well, I used to stream a lot. And then I kind of fell off for a long time because I was doing other stuff. And I just really missed it a lot, and so I'm back. Nobody guessed it. Nobody guessed what movie I watched today. But Abigail is coming out this week. So, that's kind of cool that you guessed that. I watched The Meg, and none of y'all told me it was so good. None of y'all told me, and that's upsetting. Because I would have watched it sooner. None of y'all told me The Meg was a perfect movie. Who's out here gatekeeping The Meg? Jason Statham? Sorry. Hello? Action movie of my dreams called. Is that you? The Meg is fun. Nobody told me. Why do you never invite thousands of us over for a movie night? You know, I've been really meaning to do another movie night in the Discord. But I don't have my computer because it's set up for something else. So I have to do that something else so that I can have my computer home so that I could do it. That makes sense? Second Meg is not as fun. That's disappointing. Now my friends and I have Saturday night horror movie nights. Really? Bree, what's your favorite? We'll never leave. I couldn't even fit you. I couldn't fit you. Jaws is a very good shark movie, but The Meg is underrated. Yeah, Ruby Rose is in it. Nobody told me that either. Nobody told me Jason Statham was in it. No one told me Ruby Rose was in it. And nobody told me that Dwight Schrute was in it. So, yes, I do feel betrayed. Mary in Colorado's back. What's up, Mary? Welcome in. So yeah, I feel a bit betrayed, I guess. Oh, yeah, Substance was amazing. I took pictures. I was talking to someone about The Substance the other day, and they were like, I didn't like it, not for me. And I was like, okay. You and I have nothing in common. Okay. Yeah, hell yeah. Ruby Rose looks amazing in that movie. It's not at the movies. Sometimes I watch a movie on this screen and I think to myself, would be much better on a big screen. And that's what I thought during The Meg today. I thought, man, would this have been fun to see in a theater with a whole bunch of people. They watched Smile 2 and they didn't think it was that scary? Okay, well, I mean, I always knew that teenagers were cooler than me, but I had no idea how much cooler. Hey, oh, hey, Khaki, welcome in. Should we begin? Friends, should we begin? I'd like to also, I'll tell you what I'd like to do. I won't tell anyone you're watching while at work. You know what I'd like to do? One of these times coming up. Doesn't have to be today, because here we are about to play Slay the Princess, and aka Save the Princess, if you're, you know, on board with where I'm driving. Yeah, unless they actually do slay themselves, which she's done. Oh, I'd like to do like community games. When I was streaming back, you know, a couple years ago when I was streaming like super regularly, I did a lot of like community games and it was always super fun. So that maybe it might be fun to do another one of those. If you want. I've only seen one Nightmare on Elm Street movie. Can you believe? That feels sacrilege in the horror community to even say that. Which actually makes me sad. Yeah, Black Phone was super disturbing and so was Hereditary. Ha. Huh. I didn't see In a Violent Nature. Dave, I saw the trailer. They sent me the movie and then I didn't watch it. I don't have any excuses. Maybe I should have watched it. Yeah, Among Us is really fun, but El Mexicana. Sorry, I jumbled up your letters. Mexican, yeah, Mexican. I can HD. You can only have a few people in a lobby. So there's the problem. Okay. All right, we're doing it. We're doing it. The DJ lowers the volume. Mexican! Mexican! Nailed it. She didn't do anything, Sophie. We're trying to save her. Nobody understands me. We're trying to save her. We're not in the business of murdering women. Write that down. No matter how creepy they come across in video games. Serenity Forge, our new favorite company. Don't forget this content warning that is very important. Just making sure it's all on the screen. It's very hard to tell if it is or not. It's a love story. It doesn't feel like a love story. All right. You guys want me back or just the game? Be honest, I'm not insulted. Be honest, I'm not insulted. Should just play like this. I'll just be a disembodied hand this whole time. I'll just be a disembodied hand. Think of how nice that would be. You'd have to wonder if I were cat or if I were a monster. Sophie, those were dark times. Continue. Focus on the task at hand. Of course we can, Adelbert, always. Proceeding to the cabin. Here we go. Here we go. We don't play games. Here we go.
The interior of the cabin is clean and elegant, its stone walls draped in fine threaded tapestries, a prison befitting a royal prisoner. The only furniture of note is an ornate wooden table with a pristine blade perched on its edge.
Yeah.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it.
I'm not gonna do it. This whole cabin is different than last time.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here.
Just trying to see if this helps.
What are you talking about? This isn't a wall. It's a mirror. Or at least it'll be a mirror once we wipe off that layer of grime.
Wipe the mirror.
You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look, but there was a mirror a second ago. And now it's gone. Pity. We could have a feather out of place and now we'll never know. We can't gallantly sweep her off her feet if we have a feather out of place.
Agreed. All right. Robert, what's up? Welcome back.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing an intricate stairwell.
This is new.
Gold-trimmed carpet glimmers in the light of the torches positioned along the walls. The basement almost seems welcoming in the dim firelight.
Wow, that's different. Remember last time where it was like, this is awful here. Death would be a sweet release. Remember that?
But it's still a stone basement. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
Said it again. All right.
A soft voice carries up the stairs.
Hello? Is someone there?
Yes, it's your prince. I'm here to rescue
Her
you.
voice. It's somehow even more beautiful than last time. I can hear wedding bells already.
There's Stu Boy. We love it.
I've held my tongue till now, but you're taking this a little too far. We barely even know the princess. We can still do right by her without all this over-the-top fawning.
All right.
Yes, for everyone's sake, you're not in love. Just remember that her charms are all part of the manipulation.
How's my volume? Is my volume bad? The volume should be really good. My volume should be amazing. Is it bad? It should be so good.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall. My love, we're here to rescue you from your unjust and foul imprisonment.
If there was an award for perfect volume, you'd win. I'm 10% louder than the game characters, but I don't really want that. Okay. I'd like to be the same volume. Equal importance.
You know she can't hear you, right?
She can hear me. Oh, that voice, I get it.
She may not be able to hear my words, but surely she can hear my spirit. Oh, your spirit's plenty loud, all right.
Yeah, it is.
It's you, my dashing hero. I was so worried you wouldn't come back.
Of course I came back. Wait, what?
Did you hear that? She said we're dashing. And she called us a hero.
That does feel good.
Flattery really goes a long way with the two of you,
Yes.
doesn't it?
Yes, it does.
Waiting for you to come back. I didn't want to believe your ravings back in the woods, but this is next to incontrovertible evidence. You've been here before.
Yes.
That's right, villain, and you killed us.
Yeah. Well, I mean, she did, but all right.
Well, she killed us.
Yeah, there we go. All right.
Only because he made us try and kill her. It was self-defense. Our beloved's hands remain unstained by cruelty.
Sheesh.
And you've died before. So an entire world has been damned to oblivion. I'd really hoped I'd be the first, but what's done is done. What matters is you have a chance to do it right this time.
I always do it right, narrator.
Now, hold on. If she actually ended a world, are you sure we want to do this? Are you sure we want to rescue her?
Yes. You killed me last time and it hurt a lot. What happened after I died, I'd like to know.
You died, and now we're talking.
Okay. But before we started talking,
I don't know. Was I supposed to have ended the world? Would that have made you happy?
okay, everyone just needs to focus on their own needs right now.
Isn't that just like our darling princess? She wants to make us happy. My heart melts further with every word that passes through her beautiful lips.
Edge, thank you so much for that warning in the chat. I so appreciate you. I should probably make a bot or like a command or something, right? Ugh. Do you have the, can you do it as a mod? Yipey dipey. Good one. It does. It is a psychological horror game. Don't be fooled by her cute little face, her sweet little eyes. Don't be fooled.
Are you listening to her? That's a confession.
Then I didn't end the world.
She's a people pleaser. That makes sense to me.
See? She didn't confess anything. She is innocence itself.
Alright, well, alright.
Not so sure.
I'm gonna boop her nose for this next one. Boop. You killed me last time and it hurt a lot. The leader who sent me here to kill you took over my body. It was extremely unfair.
If another version of me was pushed to such drastic action, it was for good reason.
That's okay. You were just doing your best, and that's all that matters.
I love her attitude.
She took that in stride. To a surprising extent. An almost unsettling extent, actually.
Why are you now doubting her?
That's because she's perfect. Do you think she has someone like him telling her what to do? She doesn't.
Creepy.
There's no one else like me.
Yeah, right. Everyone's got a narrator. She said.
I think he's right, because I like it better if she doesn't have some horrid little voice like him, always trying to drive her to violence.
You killed me last time and it hurt a lot.
I'm sorry. Didn't you want me to?
I mean, yeah,
Did
kind of.
we?
I guess kind of.
We
Yeah.
warned her of the cruel forces seizing our body. That's practically telling her to kill us. She is our beloved, and she made the choice to free us of our misery, to show us mercy and make the best decision for everyone. She made the best decision for her. Don't be so quick to assign kindness. You're just opening yourself up to manipulation.
Agreed. Agreed, actually, with the narrator.
I'm okay with whatever you come up with. You can cut my arm off again.
We won't be laying a finger on her perfect wrists, and indeed, we won't even have to. Do you see how dainty her hands are? We'll be able to slip her right out with
We will
no harm
free
done.
her with the power of love.
What? No, she's a prisoner here. You can't just slip her hand through the chains. Why are you two arguing over the logistics of slipping her hand out of her shackles? She just said she'd be okay with any idea we came up with. Am I the only one here who thinks that's weird?
Wow.
She didn't care last time. Why should she care this time? That's our stoic, smiling angel. No, you're right. It's extremely bizarre behaviour and further evidence that she's a monster who's not to be trusted. So go ahead and slay her.
I don't think so. Bryce, it doesn't even give me that as an option.
No, I can't let you do that. If you take another step towards the princess, You'll what? Take over our body and force us to try and kill her? I would if you had a weapon.
I didn't bring one.
Not on my watch, villain. My passions contain titanic depths, and if you try anything that might harm our dearest, I will end our life without a second thought.
Wow, he's so intense.
You wouldn't.
Oh gosh.
I would. I'd listen to him if I were you. He has a lot of strong feelings. And doesn't the world end if we don't stop her? You
It
approach the
slips
princess and gingerly slide her hand from her bindings. That shouldn't have worked.
Why did this work?
I'll be damned. We're doomed.
What was it? Why did she stay down here if she could slip it right out? Alright.
I can't believe it. But I guess I have to. I told you, there's no life more worth living than that of a true believer.
Get out of here.
I'm free, and you're not trying to kill me this time. Thank you. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
The princess jumps up and smothers you in a joyful embrace.
Thank
Ugh.
you. Thank you.
If only you had a weapon, one slip of the wrist and your pristine blade would be buried in her back and everyone out there would be saved. Luckily for Mr. Romance, we don't have a weapon. Who needs a weapon when we have the power of love on our side?
What do we do now?
I think we leave. What do you want to do? Wow, this is so intense.
Let me guess. End the world? Spoken with the rank cynicism of someone who has never felt love in his heart.
I don't actually know. Nobody's ever asked me what I wanted before.
It's really sad, actually.
She doesn't even know what she wants. You may have had her all wrong. What if this whole thing is just a misunderstanding? What if she doesn't want to end the world? You're so gullible. Is the only thing you've ever doubted the actual truth?
I think I want to leave. And I think...
The princess closes her eyes in deep reflection.
That is how you know what you want. You close your eyes and you focus on yourself. Write that down.
And then she shrugs.
I don't know. What do you want to do?
I don't know. Oh. I want you to tell me what you want. She's gonna just kill me because I'm annoying now.
I just want to make you happy.
The music changed. Nuh-uh. Nuh-uh.
She can't just want to make us happy. It makes sense to me. That's all I want for her, so of
music
course she'd
changed.
want the same for us.
No, Oh. But you need your own thing. You just met me. You can't base your entire happiness around me.
Okay, I'll find something else to want if that makes you happy.
The music is getting weird.
Is she broken? What's going on? What's going on is she's lying to you, only she isn't a good liar. Are you starting to trust me now?
I think she's just a machine.
I just want to make you happy.
This isn't right. I don't know what's going on, but this isn't right. I fail to see the problem here. She's just sweet on us. You don't have to act like it's a big deal.
I just want to make you happy.
Is it just me, or does it feel like we're alone right now? Like we're the only ones here?
What is happening? You don't get the chance to ask another question, nor will you ever. It's time for you to leave. What?
No.
Why?
She was our perfect match.
But we should have, maybe we just should have, hear me out. Maybe we should have just left.
She's gone.
I asked too
Where
many
did she go?
questions. That's the real horror.
Should we try and find her?
Yeah.
And is that a mirror? Why is it here? Why now? But it feels so bad. Like looking into it right now is going to be the end of
voice of the
everything.
hero. I'm not. I thought I was, but we're not. I'm not. I'm not.
Yes, I fear that we won't like what we'll see. What if we just sit here and preen for a while? That can't hurt. Okay. If you say so.
This is sad.
We'll trust you. She'll be there waiting for us. I just know it.
Why did the world end? I didn't even do anything. All I did was ask her a few questions. I shouldn't have done it. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave, but you need to see what's in it. Ugh. You've grown? What? You find yourself in the long quiet once again. Nepo, welcome in. How are you? Nepo, this game is crazy. Nepo, this game is crazy. And I'm in the long quiet. How are you? Proceed to the cabin. This is Banana Town. So, I asked her too many questions. Is that it? Alright.
Flickering lights in empty cityscapes become pockets of vitality and movement. I am more than I was before. Whenever you are ready, I will wipe your slate clean once again.
I was doing so well with the nice version of her.
Is a child the same as an infant? I am an unbroken pattern, but every vessel gives fresh perspectives and carves new avenues of expression. I am different, but I am the same.
She's too deep for me. I need surface level conversation from her. Darkling, thanks so much for the sub. Thanks so much for your sub with Prime. I love a juicy Prime. Thank you. Ben is here. Hey, Ben. This is hard. Can you give me a single straight answer? Finally.
I'm sorry. Words are difficult for me.
Well,
They never fully weave what I wish to say.
yeah, I'm feeling that.
If you do not like my answers, then you need not ask me questions.
Yeah, but I'm gonna ask you questions.
The vessels you choose to bring me carry far more meaning than anything words could say in the spaces between.
I'm really ending the world. It's not the princess. Wow, there's so much to explore here. Oh my god. Wow.
This one is a reflecting pool of desire unfulfilled. She will make for a pliant heart.
Well,
Do
I
not
feel
mourn
bad.
her.
I do mourn her.
She has served her purpose.
I want a nice iteration of her. I want a nice iteration of her again. Hey, Neepy. BTTV. True Cat, welcome in. There are so many options.
Eyes close in reflection.
I'm sick of talking to her, I'm not gonna lie to you.
Perspectives meld together, and the breadth of my experience
I'm
stretches
gonna
to new
kill her.
corners. There are contradictions, conflicts in my nature, and there are familiarities that bind everything together. It feels correct. This is what I need to be. This is the only path forward.
Get a life. When this is all done. Do you know
With
what you
every
wanna do?
gift you bring me, I excavate the alleys of what I am meant to be, and every exploration yields new and complicated truths. What I will be is different than what I am. What I am is different from what I was.
Oof.
I cannot tell you what desires I will hold when I have changed. But in this moment, all I want is to know myself and to know you.
Go on.
Those paths lead to worlds you've already seen, and to perspectives I have already made my own. They are useless to us now.
I'm trying to save her
Inaccessible.
desperately.
The only paths of value are those that are yet untread.
Okay. But I'd like. Alright, fine.
Why wouldn't I be kind to you? You are the only thing I know that isn't me.
What?
Gifts aren't what someone tells you to bring them. My joy isn't seeing what you choose. There are no wrong answers, and every perspective illuminates my shadows and shares new secrets.
Okay.
My preference is for you to show me what you would like me to see.
This is a
I
pointless
cannot know the ways I
conversation.
wish to grow.
This is pointless.
for I have
I'm
yet
not
to
learning
feel them.
anything from her.
It is you. The vessels are shaped by memories of you, but their impulses are drawn to the edge of the long quiet. To them, you are a gate to something more, and any hurt you've caused them is understood as a fair price for freedom. The wounds they've suffered carve texture around my heart. Without them, I would be as I was before. I would be alone and without sensation. I could not feel the joy of having you by my side, for I would not know your absence. If I am to be an ocean, you have nurtured me into a pond. My waters are shallow and murky, and I yearn for more perspective.
This is too much
You
conversation.
will have your rest in due time, and I am sorry for the burdens I place.
on you. Alright, I'm ready to go back.
I will long for your return, but it will give me time to reflect on what I am. We will meet again.
I hope not. Ah! Why every time does that have to happen? But why do I die? I didn't even do anything. All I did was ask this cutie some questions. This is craziness. Here we go. The hero and the princess. This is...
You're on
I don't
a
even know what to
path
do.
in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. You're here to slay her. If you...
Okay, we've been here before a million times.
Seriously? You're just going to... Fine. I suppose you just quietly continue down the path away from the cabin.
God, I need a break from that armed woman.
Good. What we're being asked to do here is wrong. Better to wash our hands of this whole situation than to take part in it. Ignore that annoying little voice. He doesn't know what he's talking about. That's strange. It looks like this path also leads to the cabin.
This isn't right.
How convenient.
This isn't
Everything's
fair.
back on track again. Maybe the world can still be saved after all. You're really keen on wasting everyone's time, aren't you? It's remarkably selfish, if you ask me. I've already outlined the stakes of the situation. If you don't do your job, everyone dies.
I'm out of here.
Like, dies.
And I'm not talking to him at all.
Forever. Your silence is deafening.
I'm not saying a word to him anymore.
But fine, you turn around and trek back down the path you came. Oh, would you look at that? You're at the cabin again. Now, I'm not normally one for superstition or astrology, but I have to say, it seems like the universe itself is doing its best to bring you to your fated confrontation with the princess.
All right.
There's always a choice. Let me tell you right now that you're making the wrong one for pretty much everyone who's ever lived, as well as for everyone who ever will.
All right.
And here we go. As you trudge into the woods, something strange starts to happen.
I hate this.
At first, it's little flickers out of the corner of your eyes. Glimpses of familiar wooden structures through the leaves. But as you focus on your surroundings, you start to realize that those flickers weren't just a trick of light. In every direction, there is a path and a cabin. And not just a cabin, the cabin. An infinite fractal of paths and cabins desperately trying to draw you back to where you need to be.
All right.
Wait, what's going on?
Have a good night, Nepo. Thanks for popping in. It really means a lot. Thanks for being here. Sleep well. I'm gonna try to avoid this cabin.
But you're too stubborn for that, aren't you? It doesn't matter how many paths or cabins appear around you, you're just going to do whatever you can to shirk your responsibility because you care more about irritating me than you do about the fate of the world.
I mean...
You've doomed us all, you know that, right? But of course you do. Otherwise you wouldn't just wander off into the forest in search of certain death. You lose track of just how long you spend aimlessly tromping through the wilderness. But it's not like any of that time spent lost in the woods really matters, because it isn't long before the world ends and everyone dies.
Oh no, I have to talk to this woman again. What? What?
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin...
What is this here?
...is a princess.
What is this here? What, am I in a dome?
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
This narrator's intense. Those walls weren't here last time. Yep, okay, in the cabin now. Remember that I'm just staying here. Stay in the woods forever.
What are you talking about? I'm sure those walls have always been there. It makes sense if you think about it. If there weren't any walls in the woods, someone might have gotten lost. Or, heaven forbid, someone other than you might have stumbled onto the princess. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. I don't know. I think it's more fun if he knows what we're thinking. He's like a captive audience.
Voice of the contrarian.
He might have walled off everything but the path to the cabin, but I'm sure there's plenty of other ways we can ruin his day.
I'm up for that.
If by ruining my day, you mean ruining everyone's day forever, then yes, I suppose there are plenty of ways you could pull that off. The world really did end last time, didn't it? We should be careful. For all we know, we just got lucky. The world hasn't ended yet. And you are never going to slay her with that attitude. Stuff those pathetic little voices to the back of your mind and stay focused on the task ahead.
You have already committed to my completion. You cannot go further astray.
Hey! Shh.
You know I can tell when you're lying, right? Please take this seriously. I am begging you.
I didn't commit to anything. I didn't commit to her completion.
A warning, before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat.
We've seen this all.
If we're stuck going in there, maybe we should believe her. Maybe she isn't a liar. Ignore him. He's just being difficult for the sake of... Let's keep an open mind.
This is... You know, honestly.
The cabin interior is wrong. A confusing patchwork of many cabin interiors, all projected across what's almost the same space. But it's all shifted. An inch here, a foot there, such that the seams are never quite visible enough for the place to make any sense. The only furniture of note is a plain table, its legs all the wrong lengths, its material devoid of feature. Perched on that table is a pristine blade. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. If he wants us to take it, maybe we should just leave it to collect dust, or better yet, grab it and throw it out the window. What good is a knife against a world-ending monstrosity anyway? No, we're taking the knife. Have you seen this place? We have literally no idea what to expect and no idea what we're dealing with. I've already told you what you're dealing with. You're dealing with a princess. How many times? You can't just say that. And when everything here is so wrong. Listen to me. My job is to describe facts as facts and to guide you through your job, which is to slay the princess and through that action, save the entire world. And if you're going to slay her, you cannot let fear creep into your heart. You cannot lose yourself before you even get to her. Oh, ho, ho, ho. You've piqued my interest. What's going to happen if we lose ourselves? Nothing, because you're going to pull yourself together.
Kind of like this cabin?
Just ignore the stressful geometry and stay calm. How? Even if we closed our eyes, you're constantly describing it to us. I'm not going to stop doing my job, so you're just going to have to get better at yours. And quickly, if you don't mind. Yes, take a deep breath. I'm all for getting under his skin, but we'll miss out on loads of fun if we shrivel up into a ball and go insane the first time we see something weird.
Fair enough.
What you're seeing here is obviously real. Just accept it and go with the flow. It really isn't hard. Okay, I'm fine. Good. Now, whenever you're ready, we're all waiting for you to complete a very important task. Ooh, we should look at ourselves. Wouldn't that be fun? You won't be looking at yourself because there isn't a mirror.
He's
There's
obsessed
the
with
table,
saying there
the
isn't a
blade
mirror.
Sitting on the table and the door to the... There's definitely a mirror. There isn't. You insisting it isn't there just makes...
Let's look at it.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement.
This is all
really
the
isn't
same.
funny.
It's always the same.
You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right, but it was there a second ago, and now it's gone. You know that taking the mirror away from us isn't going to change things, right? We'll find it again, and then we'll see whatever it is that you don't want us to see.
It's the armed woman. All right. Send to the basement. We're not taking the knife.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing
my
a web
fault.
of branching
This feels like my
staircases
fault.
all built from unidentifiable materials. Nothing here seems to belong, and the closer you examine your surroundings, the more confused you get, your head throbbing with the effort of making sense of this place. None of the stairs even seem to go anywhere. The air here has a sickening, almost sludge-like miasma to it, the kind of indiscernible quality that comes from the blending together of every scent there is at once. An odour that is simultaneously everything and yet the sum of it all coalescing into a thick, nauseating nothing.
Wow, you really need a degree to understand these people, don't you?
If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favour.
I feel responsible for all of these different passageways because I've made so many different houses. This feels
Her
like my
voice,
fault.
a disquieting collage of tone and personality, drags up the stairs.
Which stairs?
Hello? Hi. What are you doing here? Are you here to kill?
Oh, she's all the personalities at once. She's all the personalities at once.
No, thank you. Oh, don't be such a baby. I don't want to do this. Let's just turn around and leave. This feels wrong. This feels like a trap.
Yeah,
Like whatever we do, we're gonna die.
100%.
We don't even have a weapon.
Yeah, this was a mistake.
But we already tried turning around and leaving, didn't we? And he threw up a wall. No way to go but forward.
I should have taken
and
the knife.
whatever choice we make, whatever she is, we know one thing for sure. And
What?
what's that? That the fate of the world hinges on your success? There'll still be plenty of ways to ruin his day.
Oh my gosh. Take the harsh stairs to the left, take the center staircase, take the soft stairs to the right. I'll take the softy stairs, because we're a softy girl.
You step to the right. The path feels soft and reassuring against your feet. The stairs almost seem to cradle you as you make your way
I love
down.
that for me.
Like they're guiding your heels from one step directly to the next. You barely have to extend any effort to descend, the
Nice.
stairway doing most of the work for you. You don't feel like there's any concern that you might slip or tumble or lose your... But the further you go, the deeper you sink in. First, it's like a lovely plush carpet, your toes digging down and barely hitting any resistance at all. But soon enough, you're fighting just to keep your knees from sinking out of sight.
It's like teeth in a mouth.
The softness threatens to swallow you whole, to wrest control of your body and surround you in a false ethereal bliss,
I've made a
pretending to
mistake.
save you from the cruelties of choice and consequence.
Alright.
It's slow going, but you manage to fight against the overwhelming urge to fall back into comfort and nothingness, the very struggle to continue forward consuming your every thought. You slowly lose sense of yourself the further you go.
Back to the beginning. It's back to the beginning, isn't it?
Time disappears.
What's
You can
this
feel
little thing?
yourself begin to untether. Physical sensations dull and then vanish, until the only things experienced are the endless repeating patterns and emotions of the journey,
What is this? Is this a
continuous
chicken
march
head?
forward to a destination long forgotten.
Is this a chicken head? Oh boy, it's this woman
Consumption
again.
and betrayal, skepticism and blind devotion, rivalry and submission, terror and longing, pain and unfamiliarity. And at the heart of it all, an emotion that can only be described as...
Are you okay?
I don't know.
What the hell was that? What happened to us? I feel so strange. Like I'm fundamentally different, but also still the same person I was at the top of the stairs. Oh well, that was a trip, but now it's over. Time to get back to our old devilish ways.
I love this guy.
The princess, eyes bright but otherwise shrouded in darkness,
Look at her.
watches you impatiently from the other side of the basement.
She's evil. I should have brought my
Don't
knife.
forget why you're here. And why are we here again? In case you weren't listening, I'm afraid I lost myself on the way down. You're here to... He's just being an ass. We remember. Though I'm still not sure if we should trust you. Let's talk to her for a bit, try and get our bearings. She seems normal.
I don't trust her one bit, and I didn't bring my knife. Getting down here was weird.
I don't know what happened to you, but you look like you're in one piece now. But I understand. Sometimes I feel like I'm being pulled apart too. It's so terrifying down here. But at least now you're not alone. And I'm not alone either.
100% wouldn't call her normal. 100%. Plus the music is like, which is something is amiss.
We're probably stuck down here forever, aren't we? There's no way out, and barely a way in.
As the princess speaks again, it's almost as if she fractures. And where there was once just one of her, there is now another. We can do that?
Alright, chill. Chill.
I don't like this. It's those cabins all over again. Can we put her back?
I'd like to put her back.
You said you'd been here before, right? What exactly happened last time? Does it matter? Yes, it matters. But I'm not going to waste any more time prying out details if you're going to be so irritating about it. It seems to me like you saw something you weren't supposed to have seen. If only you'd listened to whatever words of wisdom you were given in that other reality.
Sigh.
But what's done is done, isn't it? Whatever you saw last time, unsee it. Whatever thoughts weaseled their way into your head, unthink them. If it's not already too late. You have a job to do here, and you need to do it now. Oh, new plan. Let's see if we can make even more of her.
Retrieve the blade.
Do you need help? Not that there's much I can do chained up like this, but I'm the only one down here. So if you need anything, I'll do my best.
I'm worried every time I talk she's gonna
I don't feel like I've gotten any bigger. There must be something wrong with you. I'm the same as I was a moment ago.
Okay, you see, this is what I'm saying. So, you know?
She fractures again.
So listen, these are all the different variations of her. Do you not understand what I'm saying? Is this what
I
I'm
don't
saying?
like where this is going. Neither do I. Which is why you need to slay her now before things get more complicated.
Let's free
than
all
they
three of
already
them!
are.
We're about to get a fourth? Let's find out.
How would we even do that? Where would we start?
We're outnumbered, too.
Could always start by retrieving the blade. Can we even leave this place? I don't like thinking about what might happen to us if we have to go back. Well, that's where the blade is. If you want it, you'll have to go and get it.
Let's free all three of them.
I don't think we're going to be able to put her back. Kind of hurts to think about it, doesn't it? It's like everything we say just multiplies her. It certainly looks that way, so please, for the love of everything, stop asking her questions and stop stalling.
Let's ask her
You're
more
obviously
questions.
Just making things worse.
I have a few more questions. I have just a few more questions. 1 or 2, 300 more questions.
You can call me Princess, if you'd like.
She's gonna shatter again. Be prepared, everyone.
Princess. It doesn't matter. I've been down here for so long. What's the point of a name if there's no one around to use it?
So this is what I'm saying. It's all three of her personalities.
None of them have names.
Right.
How astute. I told you she was untrustworthy.
I was sent here to slay you.
I don't know why I'm here, but there has to be a reason, right? You don't just lock a princess away in a place like this without a reason. I wish but you know, right? You have to know. You're the only other person I've ever seen, or at least the only one I can remember. Don't give me false hope. Please just end this already. One way or another, just do it.
All right.
Boy, we both know why I'm locked away here. I'm a monster, and the second I get out of this place, I'm going to end the entire world.
So she's really just a metaphor for all of us, am I right? We all have a little bit of each of these in us, don't we? Looking at you, don't we? Little world-ending energy, little lad energy, little like energy. You know, it's just like a metaphor for humanity, and I think the lesson here is to let her live.
Okay, this was fun for a bit, but we can't even really interact with her, can we? What's the point of asking questions if all we're going to get is a million answers? Can't even follow what's going on anymore. We need to get out of here. This whole place is making me itch. Wait, that's not right.
I just selected 3 things.
Go on. You take a step forward. Your foot lands, but it lands different. You experience a firm footfall, a gentle tread, a confident stride.
This is crazy.
You can feel yourself rupture. The room spins, your perception multiplying in a sickening kaleidoscope as your very self is pulled in incomprehensibly many directions.
I have my knife!
Blade suddenly in your hands. All at once you use it to strike at her bindings as you remain upstairs and slay her and leave her to perish alone.
I did 3 things all at once.
Is this what the end of the world looks like? What an unbearable mess. But this... We can't... Do you not have anything witty to say? I could use a good bit of wit right now. No, I don't, because this isn't fun. How are we supposed to have fun if everything is happening at the same time? It's the same as nothing happening, and nothing is excruciating. Luckily for all of us, nothing and everything doesn't go on forever. The world and the princess collapse in on themselves before it all falls apart.
Okay.
I think he's gone. We were never going to salvage this, were we?
What happened to us? What are we? There are parts of us that are dead and others, they just don't fit. They just don't fit. We can feel them moving around in spaces they don't belong. It's all so uncomfortable. Did you do this? Did we do this? Can you pull us back apart? Fix us?
Yes, yes. I'll slice you apart with a little knife or something.
We should help her.
We should.
I think we did this.
Ah, we for sure did this. I can't handle the guilt.
How surprisingly sincere.
Yeah, we should. Yep.
I didn't actually think our actions had consequences.
Silliness.
It's a little late for regret, isn't it?
Please.
Of course I'll help you. Yeah, I'll cut you apart. Come on! Wait a minute! Ah! But you'll never know if she hears your reply. She's gone. Memory returns. I didn't read it in a British accent. No one would be offended. And that wouldn't be right. Catholic contrarian.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
Of course you're scared.
What is that supposed to mean? Whatever awful thing I felt before, it feels so much worse now.
It does, it really does.
He's just messing with us. Right?
I don't think so. Approach the mirror. You approach the mirror. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave, but you need to see what's in it. You're withered! Ah, a little slimy slime. I liked it better when I got bigger. You find yourself in the long quiet once again. Oh no, we have to listen to this woman talk more! Proceed to the cabin! Skip the conversation! Damn it. Damn it!
I am a growing chorus of contradiction. A mass of tides ebbing and flowing all at once in more directions than my attention can bear to hold. To look at any one is to shift them all into something new, and to look away is to reshape them yet again. All of me is changing, and yet the rest of me is still the same. And yet my waters flow and my streets bustle. There are no words that can describe me into non-existence. There is no logic that can bind my multitudes.
I'm still falling for her trap of
I am
asking her questions.
everything that you have known me to be, but I am also none of it. These ones are a contradiction, a winding kaleidoscope of paths and walls.
Cheers.
They are stretched into a shape not unlike me, but it is a shape they cannot hold. They will make for a rich and vibrant heart.
It's like that, you know. This is...
Do not mourn them, for they will finally get to know themselves.
Cranky! Cranky, thank you so much for your sub. Only 20 months, huh? Sheesh. Can't even count that high. Thank you so much, Cranks. Thank you. that is a very long time to be subscribed to this channel. Thank you. Cranky, this woman really is doing a lot of very existential talking at me. Hey, Z! Doesn't matter how many times I go back. Your will cuts across the enemy in front of you, but nothing happens. I thought maybe I could slice her up, teach her a lesson. Teach her a lesson about using big words. It's not nice.
My roots burrow in an ocean beyond your sight. we cannot harm each other as we are now.
All right, well. Looks like I'm going swimming then. Oh! All right. Anything to make this end.
There's nowhere for you to be but here.
Get me out of here. I'm ready
I
to go
will
back.
be here when it is time for us to meet again.
Hopefully, absolutely never. Everything goes dark, you die. And on that note, I take you to a 3-minute commercial break. If you're subscribed to the channel, you know what that means. It means you get to play on the Be Right Back screen. This little cute thing. Yeah, this. This. You get to play on this little cute little screen. Wow. See, in 3 minutes. 3, it says 5 minutes, but it's lying. 3, wow. Rigged. There's still 2 minutes left on the ad clock, see? I'm really interested in the fact that you're done the ads already. Yeah, other people right now are seeing ads for the Minecraft movie, for pizza. I think it's super interesting that some of you get the full 3 minutes and others don't. I wonder why that is. That is the real horror of this video game. I can't believe you're not watching Midnight Mass right now. But I'm grateful you're not. And always happy to have you here. Didn't mean for that laugh to be as evil as it was, but that's the way that cookie crumbled. You did? Edge, what'd you send me? Okay, I'm opening. I'm opening now. Opening now. This is the coolest thing ever. So you played this at this expo? Edge, you played this? Edge got a little sneak peek of this game at an expo. And that's pretty cool that they hire like globally. That is so cool. I love that. I think you should make a reel just to get your voice in this game. I'm gonna send them a message and be like, "Hi, can I please be a voice in this in your next game?" I just love Serenity Forge. That's so cool that they're local to you. They're such a good company. I'll watch an awful Minecraft movie ad for you. Thank you, Punky Weasel. That's very, very cool. I wonder what the difference is between the pristine cut and the regular Slay the Princess, because this is the pristine cut. And I don't know what the difference is. Kind of cool though. Zanzi! Zanzi! Hold on. Zanzi! Thanks so much for gifting. Hold on. There it is. Thanks so much for gifting that sub to our community. Zanzi. Zanzi. Where's Sean? Did you get it? Where's Sean? Sansa, you're a legend. Thank you. Video game movies maybe are bad, but have you tried? Oh, the Breathing Guys has 3 new routes, expansions to existing routes, and an entirely new ending. No way. That is very cool. Well, what moment did you get? Which moment was that you got in your name? What is this moment? I do give out moments. Remember when I used to give out a lot of moments? But I really enjoyed the Fallout. I was thinking it must have been Marble Fest, Holy Fest. I was thinking, you know what I was thinking? Quick side note. What was I thinking? What was I thinking? I don't remember now. It's gone. Forever, maybe. Oh, yeah! Fallout, the TV show based on the video game. But to be fair, I never played Fallout. But the TV show Fallout was amazing. Now you know. Should we continue? Everything goes dark and you die is where we left off.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. You're here to slay. You make your way up the short path to the cabin. We're not going to go through with this, right? Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
What new horrors await us?
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust.
This is the
The
same as
only
the first
furniture
one.
of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that, the blade is your implement.
Not taking it. Who wasn't the chat who thought I was going to take it?
The door
anyway?
to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room
This
below.
is the same intro as last time.
This is her voice softly carries up the stairs.
Hello? Is someone there?
It's hypnotizing. It's the kind of voice you only have to hear once to remember it for the rest of your life. Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation. You're playing a dangerous game by coming here unarmed.
Hi, just checking in on you. I'm here to save you.
Don't be a stranger. It's been so long since I've had any visitors. Please,
I trust her.
come downstairs.
Although there's something in her voice that makes me not trust her. Like, it's a bit creepy, actually. I changed my mind. Something is amiss.
You
Oh, no, it's
walk
just
down
my
the stairs
friend.
and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement. She's beautiful. How could someone...
I've seen it.
Begging you to stay focused.
Yeah.
Hi. Do you think you can get me out of these chains?
Yes. 100%.
Okay.
Okay. Look how cute she is! Creepy though, right? Let's get her out of here.
I don't see what that has to do with anything.
Yeah, but I'm just curious. Chill.
This is the only time this is ever going to happen. Okay, but actually... You're only making this more difficult.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
You're making a huge mistake. No, you're doing the right thing. You walk up to the chains binding the princess to. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
I've already played this one.
I'm guessing you don't have the key?
Well, give me a minute
Maybe
to
it's
find
somewhere
it.
upstairs. Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended
We've read
for...
it.
Okay. I'll be here.
Yeah.
Good luck.
Okay, I'll be back. Don't worry.
You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut. You hear the click of a lock sliding
I'm just
into
replaying
place.
the same path.
Is someone else here? You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been easier for whom? Easier for everyone. Look at the mess you're...
I heard the door slam.
There's a slight panic rising in the prince.
If I could just get out of these chains, I know we could force our way out
I've
of here
played
together.
this one.
She barely hesitates before raising her arm. Fine. Against your better judgment, you place the... You cut into her. The blade is sharp.
We've played
and it takes
this!
Her limb falls to the... She didn't so much as utter a sound. No. She smiles softly. How is she still smiling after everything? It's like she...
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
No. We won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. As the princess... Wait. This isn't fair. You watch me.
What are you doing?
Stop that.
Something's come up.
Your body lunges forward, the blade held low, ready to sink into her heart. But the princess dodges, stumbling back against the wall before the blade has a chance to connect. Stop it. Stop trying to resist. Thank you.
I couldn't resist again. It was gray. It wouldn't let me resist this time.
There's no getting through to you right now, is there?
Oh, listen to her voice.
A betrayal of will is still a betrayal. You'll regret thinking of me as a helpless damsel.
I made a mistake.
She pounces on you with the same animal ferocity she used to tear through her arm. But you have a weapon. You raise the blade, digging it under her ribs, aiming directly for the heart.
Oh, it just means you have a choice you've made before I see.
It's not enough to stop her. You feel her claws in your throat, then her teeth, somehow sharp enough to pull apart your flesh and sinew with ease. You collapse to the floor, your body unresponsive as your blood pools on the ground beneath you. She stares down at your ravaged form, eyes shining in the darkness, dress stained in red as her blood and yours both seep into the fabric. If we're lucky, the wound you managed to inflict will be enough to at least delay her escape from this place. If we're very lucky, it will kill her before she can reach the outside world. It can't just end like this.
Oops. Hey, no, oops.
As much as I'd prefer for things to have gone differently, I can't deny the reality of what's happened. I'm sorry. But it's everything goes dark, and you die.
Well, listen!
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that, you're here to slay her. Again? People don't die twice. You haven't even met the princess, and I hardly think she'd be capable of killing someone as skilled and courageous as yourself.
I am skilled, I am courageous.
If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it. Brilliant. We need to keep our cards close to our chest, and
The
I'm not sure we can
opportunist!
trust him.
With a new voice?
You know I can hear you, right? It's going to be a lot harder than you think to keep secrets from me. Did I say I'm not sure we can trust him? Slip of the tongue, bit of the old brain fog. I meant to say that we should probably head over to the cabin and slay that princess. We already know we can't trust her, so let's get on with the show. Those are two very different...
Oh, I've
Let's
asked that
dive.
before.
We were just weighing our options in a morally ambiguous situation. You can't blame us. I can if you failed to slay the princess, which you apparently did. So great. Congratulations. You've been given another. And I believe your other question was something along the lines of, oh, what do you mean? Of course there weren't any. Yes, but in this purely hypothetical, if it's the
We've seen
latter,
this all
do you think the
before.
people there? That's a very good point. This princess character seems like a lot of trouble, and if you think about it, actually slaying her probably breaks us out of this cycle, right? We don't want to be stuck here forever, do we?
No.
You're laying it on a little thick, aren't you? Laying it on a little thick? What are you talking about? I'm sharing my honest opinions. What matters is that almost everyone seems to be on the same page. So whenever you're ready, you can stop dawdling, get to the cabin, and... Just be quick about it.
Oh.
She is just a princess. Whatever you think happened to you last time, just get it out of your head before you get to the cabin, and you'll be fine. Like I said, if she killed you, it was probably because you didn't listen to me. Don't talk to her, don't trust her, just go. I've told you everything you need to know. Going into more detail would just overcomplicate an otherwise very simple situation and make your job. If you want us to stand a chance against her, we need to be armed with information. What is she really capable
Agreed.
of? How are we supposed to stop her? Not to sound like a broken record, but the less you know about her, the better things will go for all of us. I know it sounds like I'm hiding something, but I don't think either of you really need to press the man on this. He wants us to slay the princess, so why would he have anything to hide? He seems like a nice guy to me. I appreciate the vote of confidence, but you should really stop wasting time
Fine.
Great. Now, if you don't mind, the whole world is...
Okay, fine. Let's try this again with the opportunist.
A warning. She will... Don't worry, I think we've taken that lesson to heart at this point.
Let's go. We're just gonna try it again. I really do believe we can save her.
The interior of the cabin is a mess of twisted roots. The walls a chaotic weave of knotted wood that, almost as if by accident, just happened to resemble a room. The floor is damp and earthy, and the only furniture of note is a slab of mud in the shape of a shelf, with a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your
Okay. Approach the mirror.
Very different. Maybe that's because you haven't actually been here. I hope this means you'll finally drop that ridiculous past life, so focus up. You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. What are you talking about? This isn't a wall. It's a... You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin.
Yeah, I never learn a
I
lesson.
hope you know how
I
ridiculous
always go
you
to
look
the
right
mirror.
now. No blade. Leaving it behind didn't work out, so it'll always be here if we need it. Sure, that was also true last time and we still died, but we definitely know what we're doing this time.
Okay.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase dug into the muddy earth below. The ceiling is thick with roots that hang like locks of tangled hair. The weak starlight from the cabin windows behind you can barely penetrate the gloom here, only illuminating the edges of an opening below. It shines in the darkness like some kind of massive maw, waiting to swallow you up into the earth. The air smells of dirt and copper. It's thick and wet, as if your lungs are being coated in mud with her voice skitters up from below.
Something nasty finds itself on my stairs.
That's because I killed
Come
you.
on down. Don't be scared. I
She's mad at
probably
me.
won't bite.
She's so mad at me. That's why we don't. This is why we don't. This is why.
I recognize that voice as easily as I recognized your nervous little footsteps coming up the path. I know who you are, and I...
See? She knows us. Is this enough for you to believe what we've been... Maybe, but you shouldn't let that cloud your judgment. She's just a princess. As long as you remember that and remain focused, slaying her will be easy. She seems friendly enough. Maybe we can talk our way out of this whole situation.
I think we can. What do you think of that?
You can't. Unless you slay her right away, she's going to break free and end the world. Look, I'm just throwing ideas out there. I like to think out loud. I'm the kind of guy who likes a discussion. Don't we want to hear what everyone has to say before making... Do you want to hear what everyone has to say? Or do you just want to hear yourself talk?
This!
You need to stop lingering. Your task is to
Alright.
slay... Fine, fine. You're the boss.
Alright, let's see what she's turned into.
Thank you.
Boy.
You descend the basement steps, entering the dark
This is
room
not a good
below.
situation for her. I do feel bad about it.
You can just make out the shape of the princess in the gloom. She's huddled against the far wall, her eyes
I did
bright
this.
and glaring
I
from
did
amid the
this.
thick roots.
And there you are, once again seeming to offer a helping hand while likely hiding the other behind your back. Fine, I'll play along for now. What do you want?
She's acting like she already knows you. I guess what you said, that's pretty sharp. How'd you figure that one out? Call it deductive reasoning. Well, you seem to be great at it.
Quit
So,
bickering!
You really don't remember us, do you? No, I don't. But you and the princess clearly have a shared reality, even if I'm not a part of it. You fought us on it back in the woods. That was when the only perspectives we had were yours and mine. I'm just glad we could put all this behind us. Is it all behind us?
No.
Just focus on the task at hand. I don't care if you've been here before, and I don't care if you think you'll go somewhere else after this. My world is on the line right now.
Okay.
So let's chat her up a bit first. Maybe we can find don't talk to her. You're just going to make things more difficult than they have to be.
Well, I seem to remember you having a tongue.
Oh, smart. Let's apologize, get us back on the right foot.
Oh, you're sorry. Isn't that nice? You're such a gracious little monster.
I am a monster.
If you're sorry, then let me out of here. Prove it.
Look, I know. Things got messy last time, but I think there's something bigger than both of us at work. We should team up. So we're at an impasse. Oh. Can't you get out of those on your own? Why do I have a nagging feeling you're gonna stab me in the back and help you out of here? Oh my gosh.
Is that a joke? Do you think a joke will charm my trust back? You'll have to try harder than that.
Fair enough.
You were the one who tried to kill me when my back was turned. You were the one who started all of this. Only a poor loser twists their own failures around on the winner.
Fair enough.
I suppose you didn't come into my hovel of your own accord, did you? All right. I suppose I could team up. I need a way out after all. And unfortunately, you're the only one I have.
Seems to me like she's offering a mutually beneficial arrangement. Do you know what the word mutually means? Because it sounds to me like she's offering an arrangement that benefits her.
Why?
And why would I do such a thing? Is someone's guilty conscience getting to them?
Yes.
But I wouldn't worry. As much as I may hate you, letting you live is in my best interests. If you get me out of here, the only thing that will be dead and buried is the bad blood between us.
Deal. I believe
Oh,
her.
that nagging feeling you mentioned is me, by the way. I'm actually a little anxious about a potential backstabbing event.
100%.
She needs us to get out of here. We'll be fine if that's what we decide to do. You won't be fine because destruction is in her nature. If she gets out of it, even if that's true, that doesn't automatically mean she's going to stab us in the back. I think that depends on your definition of words like stab and in the back. She might not... See? He gets it. There's nothing wrong with looking out for number one.
Whoa, leave her in the basement?
Oh, I don't need you to cut me out.
Yikes.
The princess grins as the chains fall from her wrist. She could have gotten out of those the whole time. That sneaky little... A woman after my own heart, really. She knows how to hold her cards close to her chest. This is why she can't just be abandoned here. If left to her own devices, she'll find a way out. Now stop her.
Yes, let's.
She's gonna kill me!
She creeps forward, taking one cautious step at a time until you and she are face to face.
Good kitty. Good kitty.
She never breaks eye contact, even as the two of you find yourselves face to face. She's silent for a long moment, as if testing to see what you'll do now that she's within arm's reach.
After you, darling. You're the one it lets come and go. It's best if I follow.
Oh no, we can't have that. If anyone is going to turn their back on anyone else, she's going to turn her back on us. It shouldn't matter who leads and who follows. We're working together here. Well, if it doesn't matter, then she can go first. We may be in this together, but that doesn't mean we have to trust her. Somebody has to go first, and it might as well be us. We're the ones who broke her trust last time. You're talking a lot about trusting someone who, by her very definition, cannot be trusted. I don't know how many more warnings I have to dole out, but if you help her out of here, you're going to regret it.
That's right, you're the one who's going first. Don't worry, I'll be right behind you watching every single thing you do.
That's exactly what I'm worried about.
Oh boy.
You step onto the stairs and begin your ascent from the basement. The princess follows close on your heels, perhaps even a little closer than you'd like. You're only saying that because you want us to feel nervous. I do want those things, but I want them for a good reason. I don't need you to trust me for my sake, because I already know that I'm right. This is for you. Can we walk backwards up the stairs? I think that's the smarter idea.
I would
She
do
can't
that.
sneak in and attack if we're facing her. No. The stairs are a bunch of overgrown roots. You'll trip and hurt yourself.
She's gonna kill us in the meantime.
But the princess is silent as you both continue the climb, and in no time at all, the upstairs of the cabin is within reach. Isn't that a relief? We're fine. Nothing happened.
That's most famous last words in history.
You're not even going to wait until you're through that door to proudly claim your victory, are you? Why did you just say that? I think we know why. You feel something dig into your shoulder, sharp and piercing. The princess clawing at you and pulling you down with her full weight.
Fair enough.
Together you tumble back down the uneven stairs, your body and hers crashing against the unyielding wooden roots, until finally you both separate with a bone-shaking thud against the basement floor. You feel something pop.
Is it my head off?
The princess lands against the far wall, gasping as she struggles to recover from the impact.
Huh? What?
You're still in shock, trying to get a hold of yourself. She grins as you continue to remain exactly where you are, cackling derisively as she watches you realize that you won't be getting up. Wait, why won't we be getting up?
Are we dead?
I'm afraid your back is broken. One unlucky fall is all it takes, really, and you had several. You know what? I'll say it. That sucks. I don't like having a broken back. We were going to help her. Why? Why did she do that? It's what I would have done. Have you considered not being like that?
You said it not being like that.
Of course not. It's what keeps us alive. And yet here we are, paralysed and stuck with someone who hates us in the basement of a remote cabin.
You must have known this was coming. The arrogance of turning your back to me after everything you've done.
Fair enough.
Why would I ever trust you? Your hands have spilled my blood. And knowing that, you should never have trusted me either. You should have known I would never walk hand in hand with a loathsome thing like you. By our very natures, only one of us could make it upstairs unscathed. Someone had to make the first move. Better me than you.
This is
See, this is why I wanted her to go first. I had this whole little scheme planned, where once she'd passed by the table upstairs, I'd have said, now pick up the blade and stab her in the back. And then you'd say something like, wow, that's an amazing idea that I never saw coming. Thanks for looking out for
Wow,
us.
they're really milking it, aren't they?
And then you would have done it and we wouldn't be stuck down here with a broken back. There's just one problem with that. And what's that? She was clearly planning to betray us. And if she was in front of us, she would have gotten to the blade first.
Good point.
Ugh, you're right, aren't you? I thought this whole thing was ironclad, but really it was doomed from the start, wasn't it? The princess's body twitches as she tries to get up.
She broke in too.
Ho ho ho! So she's got it as bad as us.
Something inside me is broken. Isn't that a cruel twist of the knife? Isn't that so funny?
No.
She eyes you with intensity, silence falling between you for a long moment as her gaze travels up and down your battered form.
Seems I'm not the only one, though.
Wait, are we both just stuck here? Certainly seems that way. What a way to go. But look on the bright side. In all this chaos, you may have actually managed to deliver a lethal wound. World could be saved
after all.
We're going to die together. Isn't that a lovely treat? I wonder how long it'll take. Maybe I'll get to watch the worms lick your bones clean.
She needs a friend. She needs a friend.
Is that really what's going to happen? Hello? Are you... I think he's gone.
Something strange is twisting this place out of shape. I wasn't feeling much of anything, but now I feel cold.
Wow. When I don't get the chance to respond, nor will you ever, it's time to leave. Memory returns.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And there's that mirror again. Why is it...
Approach the mirror. I don't have time to talk to you anymore. I approach the mirror.
This doesn't feel right. It feels different. Final. If he thinks it's bad, I'm with him.
The voices feel small distance as you approach. Gaze into your reflection. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave, but you need to see what's in it. Cranky! Cranky! Cranky, thank you so much for gifting all of those subs to our sweet, sweet friends. True Cat got one. Cranky, thank you so much for gifting 7 Cranky, thank you so much for gifting 7 subs to the community. Thank you, thank you. True Cat got one. Cranky, you legend. Punky Weasel got one. Thank you, Cranky. I appreciate you very much. That's really kind. Choo-choo! Choo-choo, boys! Trisham! Trisham, thank you so much for your 100 bits. Thank you so much. Do you get a bit? I think you get a bit badge now. Check it, indeed. Thank you. Very, very, very kind. I still think she went to Arby's. Yeah, Arby's makes your hamburger a beautiful thing. That's Harvey's. Don't get it confused. They're gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave, but you need to see what's in it. The remains. I've unraveled. You know. I can't be able to talk to this woman again. I would do anything other than talk to this woman. I'm at the cabin. I keep scrolling trying to see if they give me another option here.
There's a world beyond the endless walls of the long quiet. I am curious to see what it means for us to know it. It doesn't matter if there are. People are too small for us. You and I are the only things that interest me. This one is hope marred by bitterness and betrayal.
That's so sad.
She could see the end of the tunnel, and the door was closed on her. She will make for a righteous heart.
Yeah, that was really sad.
Do not mourn her. She is finally on the other side.
She is hope marred. Ah. I can't stand this
If I
conversation.
did, I would already be awake.
Speak to me. Some of them are me, but one of them is something else. I call him the narrator. He wants me to kill you. Do you have a narrator? Have the vessel have one? Oh. Good question.
No, their minds are empty, existent, but constantly shifting into something new. Do you think your narrator lives in the spaces beyond?
I don't. No. He does, but you're gonna give it to yourself. I have a feeling I don't order her around.
Do not look to one who fears me for your truth. The only answers worth knowing are those we can find within ourselves.
Write that down. Okay. Okay.
We are real.
Nothing is an idea that dwells in the absence of something, but nothing cannot
absence of
exist.
something.
Oh my gosh, get me out of here. I'm ready to
The
go back.
next time I see you, each of us will finally know what we are.
Wait, what? Why? Why is that? Why do you think that? Why do you say
I will
that?
be here, waiting
Is
for
this
you.
the last round? Is this my last chance? Why every time does it have to do? Is this my last chance? The hero and the princess.
You're on a path.
We've seen it.
You're here. You make your way up the short. We're not going to go through with this, right? Ignore him.
Proceed. Liz, is this my last go around? Is this the end of the game?
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fire. The blade is your implement. The door to the basement creaks open, her voice softly.
Hello? Is someone there?
It's my nice friend. I'm gonna be
It's
nice to her.
Hypnotizing. It's the kind. Don't let it fool.
I mean,
Don't be a stranger. It's been so long since I've had any visitors. Please.
she's nice.
Come
Choo-choo.
downstairs.
Thanks so much for the Hype Train, you sweeties. I know where you are. Don't worry, I'll find you. I'll help you. I'm gonna help her.
You walk down
She's
the
my friend
stairs
again.
and lock eyes with the princess. There's a head. She's beautiful. I am begging you to stay focused.
Hi.
Yes. It won't even give me an option to get her out.
Okay.
Anything about you, Frog? Now you're locked up here. I'm the first person you've seen in a while. I am Eden. I was sent here to slay you. What are you going to do if I let you out of here? I'm going to keep you locked away down here. At least for a little bit. I'm sorry, but I just can't trust you. This doesn't add up and isn't worth the risk to take your word over the potential fate of the man. Go back upstairs and retreat without saying another word. What's your name?
Oh.
She pauses, carefully formulating her words before she responds.
Too many times. I've died too many times. I've died like 800 times. And I keep meeting this armed woman who talks at me vaguely.
You can address me as Your Royal Highness.
Okay.
Or you can just call me Princess if Your Royal Highness is too formal.
Is
Okay.
Princess her name or...
So, I'm the first person you've seen? Okay. I was sent to say you're apparently supposed to end the world. Or if I'm gonna let you out of here. I'm gonna keep you locked away. I'm sorry, but I just go back upstairs, but she's saying another word. What's happening? It won't even let me set her free.
Like I said, you can call me Princess if you'd like.
Thank you.
I'm sorry, I've been down here so long, I guess I've just...
Okay, that's weird. She hadn't even thought... The The princess hesitates before responding. She doesn't know. She's been down here too long to have any idea of what she'd do in another life. She knows what she'd do. She's just searching for whatever answer she thinks you.
Are you looking for the truth, or are you looking for the right answer? Because with the dynamic we have going on here, I don't think the specifics of what I do really matter.
I want the truth.
It's not like you'd believe me.
I will believe you. But I don't think you're actually dangerous, but I wanted to see you for myself. I'm still not sure what to do. I'm starting to think it's true. There's something about you that doesn't feel right. Let's get her out of here!
Is that why they threw me down here? But I don't want to hurt anyone. I like the world, I think. I don't remember much about it, to be honest. I've been down here for so
We're
long.
saving her!
That's... How long has she been locked away?
Did they tell you how I'm supposed to end the world?
No, not at all.
I don't know how to destroy the world, if that's what you're getting at.
I believe her.
I do.
She doesn't have to know how to destroy the world to be...
At the end of the day, whatever the two of us have going on down here is about trust.
Agreed. I actually agree.
Whoever sent you to slay me claimed I was a threat to the world, but they didn't tell you why. I don't trust that. And I don't think you do either, or you wouldn't have come down here to talk.
You're right. Let's save you!
She has a point. We're talking like this for a reason.
So this shouldn't be about what I'd do if I got out of here, or me saying the right thing to convince you to save me.
You're right.
This is about how messed up this whole situation is. This is my life we're talking
That's
about.
a good point. Francis. I'll give you your name. It's not right you didn't have a name.
Do you really think I can even end the world? Why would I even want to?
I don't know.
We both know that if there's people we can't trust in this situation, it's whoever locked me down here, and it's whoever sent you here. And those two groups are probably one and the same.
I think you're right.
Don't let her turn the tables here. This isn't about trust. This is about risk. We stand to lose
Don't know anything about you. For all I know, I'm the first person you've seen in a while. You've been eating. I won't kill you. But I can't just free you. It's too risky. What if I stayed for a while and kept you company? Maybe then everyone could be happy. Now, I'm gonna keep you locked away. I'm sorry, but I can't trust you. Wait, what? No!
Of course I'm locked up down here for a reason. I don't actually know what that reason is, but you don't just stuff a princess in a basement and throw away the key without there being some sort of an explanation, right?
Right.
You have all the explanation you need. You should know better than to trust whatever she comes up with.
I don't.
I don't see what that has to do with anything.
This
I'm
is the
just
only time...
curious.
Okay, but actually...
Okay, but I can't just set you free. I'm going to keep you locked away. I'm sorry, but I can't trust you. Wait. No, I want to do something else. Wait a minute. I don't like any of these options. Stayed for a while and just kept you company. Maybe then everyone could be happy. I'm going to keep you locked away in here, at least for a little bit. We can get to know each other better while I decide what to do. Sorry.
That seems like a pretty good compromise.
I don't think I could bear being down here that much longer.
Fair enough.
Leaving her alive is too risky. If you don't deal with her soon, she will find a way out. So I'm the only one who liked that idea.
One way or another, I'm going to find a way out of here. It would make it easier for both of us but if you don't, I can promise that you'll regret that decision.
Why is it like this?
You have to make a choice. Let's hope for all our... You can't be serious.
I am.
Thank you. Thank you. You won't regret this.
You're making a... No. I think you're doing the right thing.
I am.
You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give
Have
them
I
a
just
tug.
already played this
They're
8
large
times?
and heavy. Far too solid for you to even imagine trying to...
I'm guessing you don't have the key?
Maybe it's somewhere upstairs.
Let me go look upstairs.
Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here in...
Okay. I'll be here.
You attempt to make your way out.
Man!
Someone else here. You try the door. Your shouts and pleas are... You're here to slay the prince.
Ah,
You make your way to the bottom. Easier for whom? Easier
We've done this
for
all.
everyone. Look at the mess you're in.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too,
they
didn't they?
did.
There's a slight panic rising in the princess.
If I could just get out of these chains, I know we could force our way out of here together.
She barely hesitates
So
before
we've
raising her
done
arm to
this.
her mouth, her teeth tearing through her as she rips her flesh from her bone. A sound comes from behind. It's the blade from upstairs. You're not sure how it made its... Or we could use it to free her. You won't like what happens if you do that.
It's only giving me an option to slay the princess. Okay. It's only giving me an option to slay the princess. Why is that? Why is that? Why is that? This is not right. This isn't right. This is not right. This sucks. Is this real?
Without hesitation, you bring the blade down and plunge it into the princess's back. Finally,
This is such bullshit.
the wound drives her to the ground.
This is bullshit.
Okay, there's no going back now. I'm with you to the end.
You bastard. Were you lying to me this whole time?
No, I wasn't.
The princess pushes away from you, the motion ripping the blade from her back. Wounded, but still alive, she crouches on all fours in the corner of the room and meets your eyes with the ferocity of a cornered predator.
You've made a terrible enemy, and there's nothing in the world that can possibly save you from me.
I thought we had the upper hand, but it's as if she's barely even threatened by us. It's an act. She's wounded and unarmed. There's nothing she can do to hurt you. I'm not so sure. Don't waver now. As you ready your blade to deliver a lethal blow, she lunges at your legs with the same animal ferocity she used to tear at her arm.
But she's still hooked up here. She's still all hooked up.
Your blade cuts into her again and again as you're tackled to the ground, your body racked with pain as she rips into you with tooth and claw.
This isn't what I wanted. And it feels unfair that I have to have this.
Forget about trying to rescue her. This is about survival now. Give her everything you've got.
Can't scroll. Nothing. Stabby stab time.
Though your nerves are seizing with pain, you know you've done your fair share of damage as well, your blade having left deep gashes in the princess's back.
This is sick.
You seize a moment of hesitation to throw her off of you and shakily push yourself back to your knees. We can still turn this around.
Give up?
Are you serious? As what's left of your blood pools around you on the cobblestone floor, the blade falls from your trembling hands and clatters uselessly against the ground. I suppose you simply lacked the will to finish the
To
job.
finish the job!
The princess, wounded but still alive, nervously jumps at the blade and kicks it far away from you before retreating into a dark corner of the room. Her shining eyes watch you from the darkness, unblinking and curious as you bleed out. We can only hope the wounds you managed to inflict will be enough to at least delay her escape from this place. If we're very lucky, they'll kill her before she can reach the outside world.
After all this time alone, I thought I'd finally found a friend.
I don't
But you were just
understand.
another monster, weren't you?
I don't understand. This didn't even give me an option for something else.
This is the end, isn't it? Before you can answer, everything goes dark,
And you die.
and you die.
I don't understand
You're
that.
on a path. You're here to Oh, don't you start grandstanding about morals. If he doesn't remember what happened, then if he doesn't remember what happened, then something else must have trapped us here.
Voice of the hunted.
You're not trapped here. Nobody's forcing you to do anything, though the only sensible thing for you to do right now is march. Those are two very different questions, but let's say for a moment that this really is. If you're back here, I'm assuming we
We've
did our
already
best
read
with the
this.
information we were, and yet you still died, didn't you? So, and I believe your other question was something along the lines of, oh, what do you mean? Of course there weren't any consequences. We were killed by the princess.
We've seen this
Yes, but
already.
in this purely hypothetical scenario, if it's the latter, what do you think happened? Do you think the people there lived? All the more reason to keep our wits about us, should we even return to the cabin. We could find you have to go to the cabin. Just be quick about it. She is just a princess. Whatever you think happened to you last time, just get it out of your head before you get to the cabin, and you'll be fine. Great. Now, if you...
You have already committed to my completion. You cannot go.
A warning. But she will lie. Does a
Yeah,
cat
yeah.
lie to a cornered mouse when it plays with its freedom? Or is it just acting out its nature? I don't see why that matters. A lie's a lie, and if anything, she's the one who's cornered. She could have gotten out of there whenever she wanted to. We should trust nothing that she tells us, only what we hear and smell.
Wow.
That's a very roundabout way of saying that you should listen to me, maybe.
Proceed to the cabin. Honestly.
The interior of the cabin is ruinous and dilapidated.
Wow.
It feels like no one has lived here for a long time, wind rushing in through cracks and holes in the wooden walls. The only furniture of note is a termite-eaten table with a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is... You walk up to... What are you
I
talking
always
about?
check the mirror.
You reach forward and rub your hand against... But there was a mirror a second ago.
Never.
And now
I
it's
always
gone.
check, but there's never a mirror. I'm taking the blade this time.
You take the blade
I'm
from
not
the
playing.
table.
I'm taking the
It will
blade
be
this
difficult
time.
to slay the princess and... The door to the basement creaks open, revealing what's left of an old wooden staircase. It's still sturdy enough that you can make your way down in one piece, though you'll have to be mindful of holes. The air seeping up from below is oddly warm and wet, as if you're descending into a jungle.
Oh boy.
She growls up the stairs.
I can smell you.
She sounds almost feral, impatient, or maybe eager. You carefully make your way down the stairs. The last step gives way to the damp earth floor of a starlit pit. The walls are obscured by an impenetrable darkness, giving the illusion that the room might stretch on forever. You brush against the wide leaves of plants that surround you on all sides, seemingly the only living things that occupy this strange underground wilderness. The jungle is pressing in on us, hiding her from view. She could be anywhere.
She's right there. I see her.
You
Oh
see
boy.
only a flash of the princess before she scurries away into the
She's
underbrush,
not even-
dragging her heavy chain behind her.
She's not even hooked up to the chain.
Remember, she's just a princess. She is certainly not just a princess. You're not helping. It doesn't matter what she is. It only matters what she does. Her shining eyes appear between the leaves, staring hungrily at you from the darkness.
I can hear your heart pounding from the bottom of the stairs, fledgling. You're right to be terrified. I'm so much more than you. And a little splinter clutched in trembling hands won't save you from me.
Fair enough.
A shiver rushes up your spine and pulls you upright. The air's shifting. She's getting ready to pounce. Move, now.
Where?
You lunge to the side, picking a direction on instinct. As you land, you're buffeted by a gust of air, disturbed by the sudden motion of a massive body.
Okay.
The princess. In an instant, she's pounced on the spot where you would have been, her chains rattling across the floor behind her.
Is she a dragon? What am I looking at here? What is that, a wing?
Before you can blink, she's gone, vanishing once more into the shadows. But you still feel her gaze on you.
You're faster than you were before, but you're still meek, reactive, prey.
Fair enough, honestly.
You whirl around to find her, and your gaze meets hers, a pair of shining eyes peering out at you from just beyond the basement stairs. So she's cut off our escape. Shit. What do we do?
What do you want? Run for the stairs.
You cannot reason your way out of this, fledgling. There's no compromise with what I am.
At least she's upfront about her intentions.
I want to swallow you whole, and I will get what I want. You have no exit. You have no hope.
She's intense.
You live and die
kinda
by
like it.
my whims, and my whims alone.
Don't ask her what she wants, just slay her. Is that all the advice you have? We don't even know what she looks like. Some specifics would be very helpful.
True.
She's just a princess. Don't overthink it. She is clearly not. She's coiling for another strike. Be somewhere else. We're on the back foot. The back foot keeps us nimble, keeps us alive.
Fair enough.
It doesn't matter if it keeps us alive, if it eventually kills us. We need to take back the momentum. We need to do something. Jungle, barely moving out of the way before the princess surges past you with a speed that makes her practically unseen.
Look at her again there.
Why does anything kill anything else? She needs to.
I didn't say I wanted to kill you.
It sounds like she wants to do something even worse.
Little.
What she wants only matters if she wins, and you're not going to let that happen.
I don't question who I am or what I want. I simply do. To act is always better than to react. To do is always better than to watch.
I can't believe I'm saying this, but you do well to listen to her. Less standing around asking questions, more doing exactly as I say.
Fair
Tickling
enough.
sensation rises at the base of your neck. Flee. We can't keep doing this. Yes, now's our chance. Quick, and then what? We need a plan. Don't plan ahead. Act on the now. All that matters is that we stay. As you turn to sprint for the stairs, you feel the air shift. You instinctively glance behind you just in time to see the princess lunge from the shadows, more unhinged and dripping, eyes fierce and full of hunger. She is too quick to outrun, too nimble to outmaneuver, too determined to overpower. This is her domain. You are devoured.
Didn't do as well there, did I?
I guess that's it then, isn't it? Unfortunately for you, no. This isn't it.
What, is she gonna digest me?
You are in a dark and caustic place. A thick, fibrous lining constricts around you, its slick surface impossible to grip. Your hands scrabbling uselessly at your surroundings as they compress in on you. Your lungs can barely expand in such a tiny space. Not that the humid, finite air grants you more than a few shallow breaths at a time. The liquid pooling beneath you starts to seep into your skin. You itch, then sting, then burn as the acid begins its slow work.
When I killed you, I tried to leave this place, but it wouldn't let me. You belong down there, it screamed at me. The world is better off without you in it.
The flesh around you rumbles as the princess begins to move, her thundering footfalls twisting you helplessly about. Your skin protests as the corrosive liquid sloshes around you.
Me, like
There
I
will be
said.
no respite for you in sight. The burning grows stronger, and you can feel layers of you being peeled away.
But you don't belong down here. You came from somewhere else. You came from out there. So I consumed your dead heart, and I carried it in my throat, and I draped what was left of you on my back, and I threw myself against that door.
She stops, her muscles tensing around you, and through the muffling layers of her flesh, you hear the whine of straining metal. And with a pop, she lurches forward, your body lurching right along with her. Her chains. She's loose.
But even then, it denied me freedom. You cannot fool me by draping yourself in decay. I know your true nature, and it is suffering.
Gravity pulls at you as you're hefted upwards, the distant creaking of ancient wooden steps barely audible over the thudding of the princess's heart.
And then it was gone, and I was here. A new enclosure, a nicer cage, but still a prison. I learned from my wounds. You're alive now. We can leave together.
Does that work? Could she free herself if we're alive in here?
Use your knife.
Do you really need me to give you a definitive answer for you to understand that the situation is grim? Stop her. Do. You still have that steel claw. Tear through her before we are her. Survive. Or we could use it to make this quick for ourselves. If she needs us in order to leave, we could at least deny her that. That is a bad thing to do.
Why?
I understand it, and it understands me. Talking is for those who don't know how to listen.
Your body is violently jostled, the disruption
have
causing
time.
burning skin to slop from raw muscle, and you hear what you can only assume is the princess pulling against the door to the
I don't
cabin.
have time to ask questions. I'm being digested.
The cage is still locked.
I don't think we can talk our way out of this. We are drowning in death.
I'm so very, very patient. If it takes lives and lives and lives to swallow my way to freedom, then that is what I'll do.
The pulling returns banging as the princess desperately throws everything at the cabin door. Your flesh screams as your reddened, spongy body is hit with fresh waves of blistering acid.
You can't hold me forever.
I got one more question, I bet, before I die here. You need me to want to free you, don't you? You can't force me to let you out of here. Let's get out of here. What do you say?
Though you have little room to move, you use what strength you can muster to drive the blade forward into the thick walls of tissue digesting you.
I can feel you tearing through me, but are you swift enough for it to matter?
I don't know. No. No, because I asked
But
too
will
many
can never
questions.
truly exceed the limits of the flesh. Your vision finally begins to blur,
I waited
your
too long.
eyes clouding over as they melt in their sockets.
Yeah.
What little air remains in this rancid stew of flesh and slippery organs is finally too foul to breathe, and your lungs mercifully give out before you have to
Gruesome.
suffer another burning, liquefying moment. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Why? Chapter 3! Chapter 3!
We are a path in the
Wait.
woods. His gaze.
Wait! Pause! An ad is about to run in 44 seconds. I have to pause. An ad has to run now. In 35 seconds, it's gonna start. 3 minutes. I'll be back in 3 minutes. If you're a sub, you get to play this game. You get to play this game. Ready? 20 seconds. Man, I'm so bummed that I didn't start chopping my way out of her sooner. I guess I thought there was another thing to do, but there really wasn't. You know? Nice. Or if there was another route, I don't know what it was. Silliness. All I wanted was to free the princess. Why was that so very, very hard? That's all I wanted. Just wanted to free her. I wanted to help her, you know? Pickles. Just a bath where you pickles, but then you pickles. You pickles. Must be nice. Look at Dave in that pool. Look at Dave in this pool. 33 seconds are left of this ad. Yeah, I know the name of the game is Slay the Princess, but that doesn't mean I have to slay the princess. I'm a powerful woman who has control over her destiny. Don't forget that, damn it. Don't forget that. Also, welcome. Also, welcome. But also, I have control over my destiny. as a woman of power and integrity, as well as intelligence and a good sense of humor. You're already trying to date the princess. Is that so hard? Okay, we're back. We're back. Is everybody back? I think we're all back. All right, continue. This gaze pushes against our borders, curling them in on ourselves, preventing them from stretching to the places they need to reach. Okay.
No, that's all wrong. You're not a path in the woods, you're on a path in the woods. Who's even saying that?
Huh.
That's not the princess, is it? Oh no. How many times have you been here?
Countless.
I think this is our third?
No.
That's bad. That's very, very bad. It wasn't even supposed to reach 2. If you're at 3, well, no wonder things aren't the way they're supposed to be.
What is this little chicken head?
Let's get our facts straight. What happened last time? What could you have possibly done for things to be like this?
I got swallowed.
The thing that sits beyond our edge speaks his logic into us. He tries to grasp at things that cannot be grasped.
Okay.
He tries to stare with wide pupils at that which can only be held from the corner of the eye or with a passing glance.
Shut up. The rest of you, talk. What happened? What did you do?
Not much.
Can she hear us if we talk?
I can hear everything, little one, but you don't have to be afraid of me. There's no place where you end and I begin. Nothing can hurt you here. Not anymore.
That's just because she devoured us and we dissolved away.
Voice of the broken.
We don't even exist as a body anymore. We're still here, though. And if we're safe, isn't that better? She ate you. And now you're convinced that you're stuck together. What a mess.
It's a good theory.
He doesn't understand. We aren't convinced of anything, and we aren't stuck together. We're one. This is how we're supposed to be. Can't you feel it?
No. Yes?
I guess that's it then. This is us now. We're the woods. Okay.
Bit of a downer, voice of the broken, isn't he? This thing watching us. What is he?
I'm not watching you, I'm trying to help you. That's not
Says
an
you.
answer to our question.
I don't know what he is. I only know that he is something other, and that he wishes for you and I to tear ourselves apart.
Okay.
I do want that, but only because it's in your best interests. It's in everyone's best interests.
I don't buy it.
You won't be able to slay her unless you remove yourself from her.
He wants us to kill each other.
I don't. I want you to kill her. Don't be charmed by her faux solidarity. You're not in this together.
I think we might be.
She's the only one who poses a threat to the world, and she's trying to make you go along with it. You don't have to enable her, especially when you have what it takes to stop her.
Why should anyone do anything right now? Why are you being nice to me? Aren't you a monster? Didn't you eat me? I can feel the pressure of the outside pushing in on us. What are we supposed to do about it? Whatever we are right now is an abomination. I want out. I don't like this. I'm supposed to be me. I'm supposed to be you. Do nothing. Okay. Why are you being nice to me? Aren't you a monster? Didn't you eat me? That's focusing on the path, but we do have to ask.
We can't go back to that. We can't go back to the fear and the hunger and the pain.
Okay.
Not after being something as beautiful as
Okay,
this.
chill. All right, yeah, all right. right, sounds good. Yeah, I didn't even listen.
Doesn't all that conflict feel so far away right now?
Not when you talk
So
like that.
petty. We've been posed against each other by something that understands the strength of our unity.
Alright. Respect.
I can feel a thumping, a heartbeat, like a distant terror that keeps getting louder the more we pay attention.
Okay.
Please, stop. If you let it in, we'll fall apart.
Alright, we finally made it to chapter 3. Let's murder this narrator, shall we?
Don't look at it!
Well, don't look at what? What'd I even say? Gaze at the terror in your heart? Bury it now before it's too late? Bury it. That's what we do with our terror.
You can't bury that feeling. You can't hide from your past.
We'll bury it.
The past doesn't have to exist. Our freedom is within us. We just have to find it.
Don't worry. I'll murder this narrator for us, sweetheart.
You fall inward into a network of connections too vast for your mind to occupy. Are you a path in the woods? Are you a body? Can you even grasp the fuzziest edges of the shapes that confine you?
I don't know.
We can change to fill them together.
Sounds good. Let's do it. Honestly, I'm committed now.
We don't need to be everywhere. We just need to test the boundaries. You'd do best to remember that some wounds will never heal. Some rifts can never be mended. Even in rebirth, some things never come back the same.
Well, we know that, don't we, Pet Cemetery?
What is he going on about? What does he know about us? This is all too much. Why can't we
This
just let
guy.
her do as she sees fit? She's the one who can handle being vast. It's not for us. You aren't whole. You'll never be whole again. This struggle is meaningless. Whatever you think you're doing, you will fall apart.
We don't need to be made whole. All we need to do is find a single corner of his cage and break it.
Yeah, okay, let's do it. There's a place you need to be. You just need to find it. Let's do it. Let's find that corner! Let's break it! Break his cage!
And search and stretch and search, growing as you decay and decaying as you grow. As you strain beyond your limits, the ground around you becomes dry and unstable and crumbles into nothing beneath you.
Jeez.
This place will fall apart before you find its end.
Look at this beautiful artwork, isn't it?
This task, whatever it is you think you're doing, is impossible.
You shove it!
All he has are words, and words aren't real. We're real.
Deep, Hunted. Deep.
I can hold us together for a little while longer, so long as you trust me.
I do.
Of course we do. To the
All right.
ends
Well,
of the earth.
chill, Broken. It's
You
the only
won't
option.
find anything. If I have to starve you, if I have to sacrifice my world to keep the princess at bay, I'll do it.
What? But you do find something. It's cold and smooth and gently buckles, then cracks under the pressure of your consciousness, flattening against it.
Don't move an inch. Don't grow another blade of grass or harvest the remains of another dying creature so you can expand just that much further.
Shut up.
Stop all of this. Right now. I think it's too late for that, mate.
I agree, mate.
I'm at your side. Shatter it and free us all.
Should we do it? We're doing it. There's no other option, and we were gonna do it anyway.
No, stop!
But his pleas disappear at the sound of breaking glass. For a moment, you and she gaze through the tiniest hole in the world at the place you need to be, and it is beautiful.
Is this what he kept from us? Is this why he made us kill each other?
Okay.
is beautiful. We need to be there. We won't be safe until we are. We won't be whole.
I'll take you there. I'll take you there. And then it's gone! What do you mean?
Where did it go? Why is everything so cold?
I'm back to my little fingy. I'm back to my little claw. But you never get the chance to answer her. You turn to see her gone behind you. Memory returns.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why
What's
now?
happening? What did I do wrong?
This doesn't feel right. It feels different. Final. That thing reeks of death. I don't want to look at us.
Oh, everyone's together at least. The voices feel small, distant as you approach. Gaze into your reflection. Silences reach forward, they're gone again. The mirror always makes them leave, but you need to see what's in it. Nothing this time. You're nothing at all! What is happening? There I am. But that isn't right. You can't be nothing. You refocus your gaze and then you see it, a figure, faint and veiled in shadow, just beyond the reflection. It's a bird. It's a plane. Superman. Are you me?
I think you know what I am.
What are you? Death? Who are you? A crack slides down the center of the mirror, splitting the image in the glass in two. And then another crack forms, and another, turning the mirror into jagged shards of broken glass. Oh, look at my little dude, my little thing here. Maybe this is what hit. See, what is this here? You see, it looks like a little bird or something's here, and it also looks like my cursor. And then another crack forms, and another, turning the mirror into jagged broken glass. So you're the narrator. I was wondering if I'd ever get to see you. If you're not me, then what are you? I have so many questions for you. Does it hurt when pieces of you break off like that? Okay, I have questions. Start from the beginning.
The narrator. Yes. I suppose that's my job, isn't it? You needed help after all. An objective voice to guide your blade. But you were never supposed to see me. I wonder how many worlds you've damned to extinction to fall this far.
Many.
Oh, I'm nothing like you.
Chill. Wow, that hurts my feelings.
I'm an echo. Likely one of many. Somebody made you after all, and I'm what's left of him. Not that I'm the only one who can make that claim. I'm sure you've met many others like me.
I have. I hate this, and I think I'm running out of questions because stuff keeps breaking. Give me a minute. Others like you said something like that before. Has everyone there been different? I have so many questions for you. Does it hurt when pieces of you break off like that? I'm sorry, I don't want to destroy you. Will it help if I look away or or stop asking questions? Every time I ask you something that looks like a piece of you breaks, are you a part of me or are you something else?
Of course. That is by both necessity and design. This construct you're in exists in many places at once. Anytime you failed, anytime you thought yourself dead, it would restart and shunt both your consciousness and hers into another world. But you'll be awake soon. And then it won't be able to work like that anymore.
What do you mean by that? What do you mean? Oh boy. So you do know about the looping. So many of the times I met you, you denied it, even being a possibility. Why did you lie to me? What is the princess? Did you make her too? I have so many questions!
She is the shifting mound, the ebb and flow, the capacity to change. She is transformation, or most of it. Her nature is why I had to die, for she becomes that which others perceive her to be. but an echo can't perceive things, not in the way that people can. So I tucked a part of myself into the folds of this construct to guide you. This isn't the end just yet. You can still destroy her and save everyone. You were made to do this single task, and you will still have a chance to fulfill your purpose once I'm gone.
Oh my gosh. Okay, we're running out of questions. Okay. This may be the last question, so I have to read all of these. If I destroy her, won't I be alone? Why would you want me to destroy the concept of transformation? Do you have anything to say for yourself? Okay. After everything you've done to us, do you think, okay. Do you know that things won't just be worse if I destroy her? Okay. What would it be like to live in a world without her? I have so many questions for you. Does it hurt when pieces you break off? Who cares? I'm sorry. I don't want to destroy you. Shut up. So these are all wasted questions masked as real questions. Every time I ask something, okay, are you a part of me? Okay. Why couldn't you have told me all this information from the start? Doesn't matter. If she's capable of becoming whatever people believe her to be, can't I just will her into something small? Great question! So you do know about the looping. So many, okay. If you made me, then what am I? I wasn't supposed to see all this. How did you die? Why did you make her a princess? Of all things, why is she a princess? Why couldn't she be an ant or a slice of soggy bread? How am I supposed to destroy an abstract concept? What if neither of us leaves this place? Does that work? Can we just stay here together? I have so many questions. The people out there beyond the walls of the construct, do they know about this? Do they know what you want me to do to them?
Of course not. The only way this construct could function was if nobody knew what it was doing. But the bones of the universe are old. It's on the cusp of its dying breath, and the people out there are consumed with thoughts of oblivion. When the patterns are wiped from the sand, when the board is reset, who will remember them? All I've done is give them a chance to live outside of the shadow of the end.
If I destroy her, won't I be alone? Why would you want me to destroy the concept of transformation? That's a great question.
Because among other things, she is death itself. To rid the world of suffering, to save untold trillions from being lost forever to the cosmic wind, she must be destroyed.
Well, listen, you're not actually supposed to get rid of death.
Light, burdenless, an eternal pattern of forgetfulness leading into the joys of rediscovery. Everyone will be with the ones they love. No more fear, no more howling chaos, just life.
I don't know if you should
Forever.
get rid of death. I think this might be
There's
wrong.
a cruel irony to it all. The only way I could share my dream with the world was to never be able to see it for myself.
I don't know if this is the way to go, truly. Yikes, I'm really running out of questions. Okay. After everything you've done, do you know that things won't be worse? I have so many questions for you. Does it hurt? I'm sorry. Every time I ask you something, a little piece of you. Whenever I tried getting answers out of you before, absolutely impenetrable. Why are you suddenly so open? Well, that's a good question. Okay, so you do know about the looping. So many of the times I met you. You made me. What am I? I wasn't supposed to see all this. How did you die? Great question. Why did you make her a princess? All things. Why is she a princess? How am I supposed to destroy an abstract concept? What if neither of us leave this place? Wow. This is so many questions. That's why I don't have time. Why would you want to rid the world of death? Great question. I'm pretty sure death is good, actually. Important even. Is true. Who cares about dying? I've died plenty of times.
If that's your belief, there's nothing I can say to move you. You haven't died. You cannot die. So you can't grasp the abject horror of dying.
Fair enough. have so many questions, and I've maybe got 3 more. And what is my true identity? I'm curious.
You're the Long Quiet, the god I made to rid the world of death.
I'm the Long Quiet. I return to the Long Quiet, and I'm the Long Quiet. Ah! Oh God, I always knew I was special. This is a good question.
Her nature is to become what others perceive her to be. If you actually knew what she was, if you knew her capabilities, a single intrusive thought could have instantly ended the entire world.
Fair enough. I have one more question. I have one more question to ask. This is crazy. I think you're out of time. I'm not going to slay her. And I want you to know that before you die, rest easy, I'm going to destroy her. Lie, rest easy, I'm going to destroy her. I haven't decided what I'm going to do yet. I still have to see what she thinks about all of this. Say nothing and watch him end. I have more questions!
I've said my piece, and my time is up. It's like I said, I'm just an echo. And echoes always fade away.
This is sad.
You know what you have to do.
I don't think there's anything wrong with death. I wish I had said that as one of my questions. As the final fragment of glass shatters, you see yourself with newfound clarity. The narrator was right. You are the Long Quiet, a vast and nascent god. And it is finally time for you to wake up. All of this is you. Oh my gosh. When you arrive at the heart of things, there is no final vessel for you to bear witness to. There is nothing for you to find. Okie dokie, okie dokie. Wow.
I can finally see you, and you can finally see me.
Okay.
It's been so long, and my heart has ached for this moment. I've missed you dearly. Every word you spoke found its way to me. I know him, and I know his construct. He was deluded by his fear of death. Pay him no mind.
Why was he so obsessed with death? I guess everybody is.
Names are their attempts to capture that which cannot be captured.
Whoa.
They call me the shifting mound, a pale imitation of what I actually am.
Wow. What happens now?
Ever the passive player, always reacting and never acting.
Well,
But it's woven
I
into
didn't
your
have an
nature,
option, to be
isn't
fair.
it?
Did I only have one option there because I played so cautiously this whole time? Like, do other people have other options there?
When the echo spun us from one into two, he gave you a choice and me a role to play. I am not death, but I contain it in my multitudes. So, will you attempt to destroy me and bring about a world devoid of death and the possibility of meaning? Or will you open the final doors to our liberation?
Hold on. Let's just put that there for now. There's so many stories, you left them finished. Can we really just leave?
Even as your eyes begin to open, you still hold on to the notions of is and is not, of beginning and end. Pitch black islands in the blinding light of the infinite. There is nothing to resolve, nothing restraining us but us. My very nature is paradox, as is yours. You cannot use words to grasp at things that are beyond their reach, and you cannot rationalize that which defies logic. But violence and passion are dances that both of us know well. If this is what it takes to enlighten you, then so be it.
Alright, I didn't really actually ask for this, actually, did I?
A web of nerves, lain upon a web of nerves, lain upon a web of nerves. The shade of a beautiful beginning we can never return to. Where did you end and I began? When you felt what it was to be me, we held on to each other and pierced the veil of truth. Will you abandon that curiosity now that we are no longer joined in physicality? Oh, is it no? Perhaps you can enlighten me.
Okay.
Behind your back and a trick behind mine. We dance, revolving and revolving around each other, but forever stuck in place. We both move and yet we both don't, for each of us watches the other instead of ourselves. But forever is not forever. I move and you react and both of us break the other. But broken is only a moment in time. To change is to hold the potential to rise above. Would you limit yourself to what you are now? Or would you like to see what you might become tomorrow?
If there are no endings, there are no limits. If there are no limits, then there are no difference between growth and decay. I've already come so far. What more is there left for me to see? With time, we could have been better. But you betrayed me!
You cling to your notion of pain and suffering. There is beauty in ugliness, and love in conflict.
There is no beginning to them, and there is no end.
And there is no
There is only
end.
the flood of
There
bodies.
is only the
In
flood
every
of
moment,
bodies.
you hold every possible sensation
Every
at
moment
once,
you
and
hold
then you
every
hold them all
possible
again.
sensation at once. But in the end,
in
you
the end,
reflected it
you
back
reflected
at
it back at me.
For a brief moment.
Remember this
both
one?
of us were everything. We can be everything again. We can be the beautiful and endless song.
We are the whole of reality. Your love ray drives a stake into your body, and another, and another, and another. Do I miss your heart because I can't stand to see it go? Love melted into skepticism, and you pulled back layer after layer after layer, until all you were left with was the knowledge that you did not know me. You sought the truth then. Will you hide from it, now that it is within your grasp? I could ask you the same. There is only room for one of us to be blind here, and I know it to be you. We are each other's mirrors, and are we not divine?
I mean...
To question everything is to deny the truth in front of you. To live alone within the caverns of your mind is to trap yourself in them forever. But you found me. And we
Remember?
chose to trust
The
each
first
other
one?
for no reason than the sake of believing in something that wasn't us. Shared skepticism blossomed into freedom, but we needed to walk a path together to bloom. Would you stop our journey now that you've seen its beginning? What of those in the worlds beyond? Would you erase their paths to stop them from going astray?
It's a love story after all.
Why would I stoop to your level when I'm offering you ascension to mine?
Fair enough.
It's so peaceful here. Beautiful. Eternal. But ever-changing.
As the clash between you abates, the princess withdraws, trembling.
You are unmovable. Is it by the design of our conflict that I cannot win? Or are you just that fervent in how you cling to delusion? Nothing is immutable. Everything that is exists only in relation to everything it isn't. There is no constant. There is no center.
She looks a little manic.
Open your eyes and accept what we are. We can leave this prison together.
Slay the princess! You've done everything you can to make me understand your perspective, but you keep dismissing mine. If you think you can change me, then I must be able to change you. Ooh, I like that! But hold on, I want to explore more.
This universe dies, and a new one is born. And that one dies, and a new one is born. And you and I get to witness it all, weaving a tapestry of life wherever we go.
It is from my vantage point that I can see the totality of truth.
Okay.
What I offer you is not perspective. It is truth.
Whatever you're trying to do right now, you don't have to do it alone.
Oh, voice of the hero! You have no idea how good it is to hear you. Ah.
It's good to be here. Seems like you've been doing all right on your own, but she's too many things at once out here.
This is
If you want
crazy.
to get through to her, you need some way to get past all that divine confidence. There's still a piece of me nestled close to where it all began. I can take you there. I can take you to her heart.
Take me there, hero!
It's time to resume our dance.
She's relentless, isn't she? Let's make this quick. Are you ready?
I am ready.
Then let's go.
Okay.
And here we are. I'd say we were back where it all started, but I guess it's a little after that, isn't it? Do you need me to describe things?
No, thanks. I don't need a narrator. Thank you so much for offering, though. I'd like that for old time's sake.
It's just us. I think the rest of them are still out there, jumbled up in the rest of her.
For old time's sake.
Yeah, of course.
I love it.
The interior of the cabin is, well, it's a cabin, yeah? There isn't much here, just a table and a knife and a door. And some windows. There's no mirror, either. I think you broke it.
Fair
And
enough.
I know you're still trying to find some middle ground, but if things go south, we're going to need that blade.
Yeah, it's dead silent in here. Whatever it was that was left of him, I don't think it could handle you waking up to godhood. Pretty sure he got obliterated.
Good riddance. Yeah.
Yeah, it's complicated. He put us through hell, but he's been part of us since the very beginning, hasn't he?
Yeah. I'm a god. I don't think I need the blade. What do you think of that?
No blade it is. I'm not sure what we'll be able to do without it, but your judgment has gotten us this far.
I'm a god. What do you think of that?
The stairs. Do you remember the first time we were here? The first time we heard her voice?
Yeah.
Have you figured out what you want to do yet, or are you going to keep trying to find a center that doesn't exist?
It sounded just
Okay.
like that. A little sharp, a little
Yeah.
menacing. Only she didn't know us.
Yeah. Continue on the
And
stairs.
down we go. We shouldn't keep her waiting.
And there
Look at
you
her.
are, hands empty. So you don't feel like recreating our first meeting detail for detail. I wonder what else will be different. Maybe there's still room for us to chat before the final curtain call. What do you say?
I say yes. Sit with her! They doesn't even give me any options! Sit with her. Ah. Alright, let's explore some stuff.
Right back at you. In a way, it hasn't been much time at all, but it feels like it's been forever since I've seen you. Thanks for coming back.
Look. You're welcome.
The first time we met, I cut your throat open. If anyone should be apologizing for anything, it should be me. You were only trying to help.
That's the truth.
You know, when she puts it like that,
I don't know. I'm a part of her, I think. But she's seen so much more than we have. Like, she's seen everything, right? I don't think I could hold all of that without losing myself. I don't think you could either. I'm the same princess that's been with you since the beginning. And I feel real. But I also feel like I'm a lot more than I was then. We've been through a lot together.
And we have.
I don't think there's anything more real than that. I never had one. And do not call me the shifting mound. It's too much.
Fair enough.
But I've always been a princess to you, right?
Yeah.
So why don't we stick with that?
Deal.
And as for you, well, hero works for me.
Damn right.
but that's me. You know, I think I like that.
No, it really wasn't. But just because it hasn't been fair doesn't mean that it hasn't been worth it. I'm really glad I got to know you.
Aw. I believe her.
Doesn't matter what we call ourselves. It's just another label, and I don't think labels have ever helped us. All they do is cram us into boxes where we don't fit. Just like this cabin. I don't think she's the sort of thing you can really disagree with. It doesn't matter if she's right or wrong because she exists. She's this big, unrelenting force, and there's no arguing with her.
Found that out.
But I guess that was the question out there, wasn't it? And it was the question before you came down here, too. Should she get to exist? I'm glad you didn't bring that knife with you. And like I said earlier, I don't really want to be her. I think I just want to be me.
Yeah, I'm happy not to be everything. Just being us is plenty.
Do you know where this cabin is? Because I don't. I don't even know what's supposed to be outside other than us. What would even happen if we leave? What would that even mean?
Wow. Fair enough. Not knowing what it means is why I want it. We knew everything out there, but we don't know this. I want to know this. It doesn't matter what happens or what it means. What matters is that we're leaving together. That's all I want. I don't know, but I've always wanted to leave with you. I just didn't like being a god. I want to walk through that cabin door as we are, just you and me. Not knowing what it means is why I want it. We knew everything out there, right? Let's do it. Let's end this love story.
I want that too.
Let's end this love story.
I think I'm gonna stay right here. Whatever you're doing right now, wherever you're going, it feels like it's for just the two of you.
It is.
Yeah, I'm not sure I'll be alone for too long anyways. The others are still around here somewhere. I'll find them.
You lead, and the princess follows, and together you leave the basement behind for the last time. She kills me? It's quiet as you ascend, a comfortable silence filling a space that used to be flooded with violence and words and noisy thoughts. But there is an energy in the silence, an electricity, the anticipation of the unknown. At the top of the stairs, the princess stalls, eyes fixed on the cabin door. You can see a tension seize her. She's unsure of herself for the first time in her long and short existence. She has no part to play anymore, and she knows this. Yet, she still is. And then she crosses the room to the door outside. You follow her confident steps.
This is it. I have no idea what it's gonna be like out there. Not that I'm scared or anything. It's exciting, really. Anything could happen. And if it's bad, then it won't be bad. Not with you.
This is our little love story. I hope it ends nicely! Who's gonna open it? Are you ready? Neither of us knows what it's gonna be like out there. What if I tell her I love her? It's too soon. Let's do it!
I love you too.
It's our love story! We committed to the love story.
But I'm trying not to be sappy about it. Don't make me get all emotional.
I won't. Alright. Here we go. I love Serenity Forge. Sorry to skip over all these important credits. Love it. Beautiful orchestra. Thanks to all the alpha testers from Patreon. Hello? I'll be an alpha tester. Who is this? And an extra special thanks to our little creatures. Wednesday, spoons, and nubs. Thanks so much for playing. Expression of gratitude. Here's the track order for our special playlist just for you. You can hide the UI by hitting H. What? Oh. Oh, I see. This is the playlist. And now that you've finished the full story for the first time, you've also unlocked the gallery. You can access it from the main and in-game menus under the memories tabs. Full clues, and it's full of clues that will help you find undiscovered vessels interactions. Oh, I'm so excited to do that. Join the Discord, join our mailing list, join the subreddit. Wow. Play our other game, yeah, obviously. Wow. What's their other game? It's called Scarlet Hollow. Should we play that next? Friends, That was amazing. Did we love that game? Did you guys love that game as much as I loved that game? Did you guys love that game as much as I loved that game? Do you know how long I've been waiting to play that game? Forever. I've been waiting to play that game forever. What game should I play next? Ah, we gotta go raid my friend Christical. I love Christical. Christical is literally just one of like the sweetest, greatest human beings. Let's please, and he's learning how to Healy right now. You know those shoes with wheels? Thank you all so much for being here. If y'all had a good time, please hit the follow button. Subscribe if you're over on YouTube. What should we play next? Should we play it again? If there's another game you want me to play, join the Discord and leave it in the suggestions, or just put it in the general chat. Thank y'all really so much for being here. What am I gonna play next? You're gonna have to find out next stream. Let's do this raid. Have yourselves a wonderful night, and thank you for being here with me today. While we absolutely did not slay the princess, which was our intention the entire time. See you soon.